So challenges of teaching learning process we have already started. We talked about different type of diseases that is exactly creating problem for the children. Dyslexia, dysgraphia, all the different type of sections we have studied. Now we are going to start the session. I'm going to start solving the question answers. I'm going to read the questions and explain. Ruchi, hi. So now let's start the session. We'll be just talking about this session. Is the network okay, Ruchi? Fine? Okay, fine. So now let's start the session. Yes, perfect, fine. Just pray for it. It should be perfect only. Fine. Now look here. So now we are going to start this session. I'm going to start question answers. A creative English language teacher can use multilingualism as. So what is a creative English teacher is going to do? How he is going to use the classroom as. A classroom strategy involves all learners, a tool to make connection between ideas and people and things, a tool to response readily available, all of the above. So what and all an English teacher is going to do? This is a good question for you, Ruchi. So as a English teacher, what you are going to do? A classroom strategy to involve all learners, so that you can be involving all the learners together. What can be the correct answer? See, a classroom strategy to involve all learners. So we should be making some strategies so that we can involve all the learners together. Second is, we can make some tool to connect the ideas and peoples and thoughts so that the literature can work nicely. And we can be make the resource available for the students, like grammatical content should be there, so that the child can be able to understand all the things very nicely. The correct answer here is option D. D is the correct answer, all the above, because whatever points we are discussing, all the points back to back is exactly going to work. Yes, so option 4 is going to be the perfect answer. Okay. Now we will go for a class 2 teacher, Ankita, uses various tasks such as creating chart, graph, drawing, gathering informations, and presenting them through pair of group work. So this type instructions help learners. So this type of instructions are going to do what? Help learners with multiple intelligence to learn better, gives opportunity for peer learning, help the teacher to prepare student for an assessment, and all of the above. So this is already, this question is a good question. Please kindly go for it. I'm just moving so that you can be able to see the question properly. Can I increase the size or reduce the size? Should I be there on the screen or not? So you need to decide what is the answer. Come on, say this. Help learner with multiple intelligence to learn better, give opportunity for peer learning, help the teacher to prepare student for an assessment. See, assessment is something which is out of the boundary. See, assessment comes when you already learned. You have exactly learned. After learning, if assessment is coming, means it's a different thing. That's a different criteria. But before learning, the assessment is coming, means that's different. I hope you might have understood. So that section is different. Come on. Answer is A. Fine. The correct answer here is exactly A. Why? Because it will help the learner with multiple intelligence to learn better. See, if you are giving me more opportunities, if you will be showing you, if you will be showing me, see, this is the dog, this is the cat, this is this is that. So definitely, what will happen at that particular moment? I'll have more ideas. I will be able to generate more ideas, and I will be having more understanding. So this is exactly going to work. It is going to work well for me. So I hope you might have understood this section. So this is going to work for me. So answer A will be correct answer. We'll go for the next one. According to NCF 2005, across the curriculum, approach of for teaching English means using English only as a medium of instruction, breaking down barriers between English and other subject, having a separate curriculum for English which goes beyond the other subject, treating English as one of the subject in the curriculum. So definitely here different type of things are there. You need to understand here that according to NCF, across the curriculum approach for teaching English should be what? It should be what? It should be using English only as a medium of instructions. Oh, no. Breaking down barrier between English and other subjects. What could be your idea? Come on, check and say. Can you tell me how the answer is going to be 4, Ruchi? Because 4 cannot be the answer here. Treating English as one of the subject in the curriculum. That's the very, see, you need to understand that English is a subject in the curriculum. Maths is also a subject in the curriculum. Other subjects are also a subject in the curriculum. We treat like that only. That's not a very big deal here. Understood? You need to understand. Using English only as a medium of instruction? No, never. Medium of instruction is not there. English is more than medium of instruction. Understand not? English is a subject for communication. It is not only medium of instruction, it is for communication also. So we can't use like that. Okay. Breaking down barrier between English and other subjects. It is looking like better. Na? Having separate curriculum for English which goes beyond the other subject. That's not correct. Okay, any subject prioritizing is not good. So we cannot prioritize a subject. We rather than that we can have to understand the subject. So here the answer will be 2. That is breaking down barrier between English and other subject. Like if English is a medium of instruction, I'm using English as a medium of instruction, or I'm using English as the main subject where I can represent my mathematics, my science, my social, other subjects in terms of English means it is going to create a link between English and the other subject. I hope you might have understood. So the main idea is to complete. Good evening, Utsav. The main idea is to create a bridge. Understood? What is the bridge here? The main idea is to create a bridge between me and you. Are you understanding? How the bridge is creating between me and you? Now we can have a communication. How? Because you understand one thing. You are knowing Marathi. I am not knowing Marathi. Okay. You are very good in Marathi. I am not knowing Marathi. So what will happen? I cannot be able to talk to you because you are talking Marathi. I am talking English. You are talking Tamil. I am talking English. So definitely there will be a lack of communication. We can't be able to cooperate, talk to each other. No matter how much good friends we are, there will always be a good evening, what's up? No, there will always be a communication gap. So how to build up that bridge? The bridge will be built up only in one situation when there should be a common language. No matter what part of the world you are going, you know one language will be there which will be common between all the human. No matter what subject, what language they are speaking, but at that moment they'll be speaking that language, and that's exactly it is breaking the barrier between different subject. I hope you might have understood this one. Now, the teacher of English in India is facing the main problem. What can be the problem faced by the people, the teachers of English in India? Excessive use of teaching aid, use of traditional and old method, lack of good learning materials, both 2 and 3. Yeah. What can be the reason behind the teachers of English is exactly preparing for? The correct answer is, you tell, I'll say. If it is true, true means if it is false, false. Draw. Try. Say fast. Fourth. Yes, absolutely. The fourth answer can be the correct answer. Why? Because use of traditional and old methods. Till now, we are using that same old traditional method. Okay, same old traditional method. Hi, Utsav. This is third time I'm telling you hi. Okay, mind it. So now listen. So we are doing what? We are using same traditional and old method we are using. That's one thing. We have not revised our content. That's one problem. Second is lack of good learning material. Lack of good learning material means we don't have that materials through which we can be able to learn English as fast as possible. Still we are relying on grammar and this thing, that thing. And because of that, you know what is happening? We are unable to speak English properly. That's the most important problem we are facing. I hope you might have understood. In a multilingual and multicultural class, what and all things are happening? Multilingual and multicultural class means here where students are using very different type of languages. Languages like some are speaking Hindi, some are speaking Tamil, some are speaking Gujarati, some are using Punjabi. So different languages a child is using. Understood? So this is called as multilingual and multicultural, where the culture is different, language is different, Definitely a celebration is there in the classroom. So if this celebration is there, then what will be the teacher going to do? The children should be acquainted with second language along with using their, that is vernaculars language and mother tongue. Children should be asked to use English language only. More attention should be given to oral skills. Children should not be allowed to use their mother tongue. See, this is exactly a very, very sophisticated problem. Here, the most important problem is कि you are in a classroom and many different type of, like I'm acquainted with Hindi, you will be acquainted with Marathi, another person will be acquainted with Tamil, so we three are sitting together and somebody said that don't use your mother language, so definitely it will hurt us. It's not good, understood not? So if I will say that don't, that's not good, correct na? So children should not be allowed to use their mother language, no, it's not good. We should allow them to speak their mother language because that's their right. Okay, so more attention should be given to oral skills. No, why we are going to give attention? We can say them speak in English, but in times they can speak in their mother language because that is important too. Okay, so children should be asked to use English language only. No, this is exactly called as monopoly. It should not be allowed. So children should be acquainted with second language along with using their vernacular language and mother tongue. Yes, so they should be free to use their mother tongue. They can be used free to use the second language. Second language is exactly going to be the so English or whatever is the language of communication. But with that, we cannot tell them, hey, don't use your mother language. No, that's not good. That's a type of what you call rowdyism. In simple, I can say, don't do that. You allow the child to have what you call, you allow the child to speak in their own language, but there should be a communication language. So English should be only for communication. Where the bridge is breaking, that bridge can be made between two students with the help of English. Understood? But nowadays the children are very happily doing one thing. If one Punjabi, one Gujarati, one Marathi is sitting together, all the children, they learn each other language. That's the most important. That's the essence of India. Okay, that's the most important thing. Now, hindrances in the teaching of English is caused by use of mother tongue due to, this is something very important, and here it is exactly doing, this problem is coming like today, just understand this. Today one problem came, and that problem is कि my teacher in class taught me in English, and she told, hey, use English everywhere. She told, this is her work. If I will say use mathematics everywhere because I'm a mathematician, then 100% if the person will go in shop and they will say a plus b give me c, definitely that person will say you are mental, your work is over. So I cannot use mathematics everywhere, come on, correct? Same way, I cannot use science everywhere. Same way, if I'm in English classroom and I'm knowing Tamil very nicely, so in English classroom, I'll give respect to the teacher, I'll speak in English, fine, because that's in English class. But after that, the classroom is over, the class is over, what I'm going to do? I'm going to use my language. I'm going to use English because, sorry, Tamil, because that's my mother language. I have to give respect to my mother language and I have to communicate to my people in my language. Why should I go to remove? And if I'm going in home and I'm saying, hey mom, how are you? Mother is knowing Tamil. I'm teaching English. If I will go there and I'll say, hey mom, how are you? Definitely, definitely she'll tell that gone. So we can't do like that. We cannot insult our people, our relatives because we are knowing English. Understood? We have to give respect to our language. So here, this is now hindrance in English, hindrance in teaching of is caused by the use of mother tongue due to direct interference, pronunciation interference, vocabulary interference, all of the above. Now, what can you feel is the biggest problem here? What you can feel is the biggest problem here? The biggest problem here is all direct interference. Direct interference is coming now because in home you can't use English because your parents are not speaking, your relatives are not speaking. So you can use English where the person whom you are talking to can use English, then only you can. Because if somebody you knowing that they don't know your language, means you have to have a common communication language bridge. So pronunciation interference, definitely pronunciation interference. If you are using English very few times, that means definitely your pronunciation will not be so good. Vocabulary, that is vocabulary interferences, vocab problem will be coming worse because you need to understand that you are not well versed in English. You are not using English again and again. So 100% when you will be going and talking to some people, you will stammer. Stammer means hi, after that you will take some time and then you will speak, after that you will take some, because you are making sentence in your brain. the fluency will not be there. Understood? The vocab formation, the fluency, the language, the skills will not be there. You will be definitely lagging some places. But when you will continuously speak it, so you'll be able to use it anywhere. So that's what is the problem is. So above in India, this is the main problem. All this direct interference coming from the family relatives, because they'll not talk to you in English. Okay, then pronunciation interference will be there because you are not well versed, you are not talking continuously. 100% you will not be able to talk in public. Correct na? Good evening. So now, how a good teacher will treat a child with some learning disabilities? Yes, this is a very important question every time coming. Like, how can a teacher is exactly going to treat with a person who is disabled? See, first thing is, if a person is having some problem, just in case I'm a student and I'm having some mental problem, I'm going through stress, you cannot punch me because I am having stress. Means you are normal, means that does not means that ki I am having some problem. So since I am having some problem, you have to treat me well, you have to treat me with that gentle touch where I can understand that okay, someone is there with me who can understand my problem. But continuously you are creating problem is not good. So a teacher who is present inside a class and a student is there and the student is having some disability, you have to treat that child always special, because that child should be getting that okay, one person in this entire world is there, in the entire universe is there who can understand me, and then that person will become your favorite. So that's the most important thing. Yes, option 4 absolutely correct. Ignore the student completely. We can't ignore those people who are having problem. We have to treat them special if they are having problem. At the time of need, you have to stand with that person because that person needs you the most. Okay, pay attention, pay individual attention. Yes, because see, someone is very strong now, if you're not standing with that person, it's okay, because that person is mentally, physically, morally, economically, socially, intellectually strong. So you can't stand with that person, means that is okay. But if a person needs you, you cannot leave that. Motivate the student to learn 100%. If a person is having problem in learning or any other field, not only in learning, in any other field, you have to stand with that person, and that's the correct thing. I hope everybody understood this one. So option 4 will be the correct answer. In a diverse multilingual class, you as a language teacher will give more importance to what you are going to give more importance to as a language teacher. What you are going to do? Create ample opportunities for the learner to use language in different contexts. Teach every lesson of the textbook. Teach rules of grammar to the learner. Use language in abundance herself. Wow, I believe I have one answer. I don't know what you people are thinking. Come on, think and say the answer. In a diverse multilingual classroom. Diverse multilingual classroom means where everybody is using different language. Okay, and language as a language teacher. So I may be a Tamil teacher, I may be an English teacher, I may be a Hindi teacher. Ruchi is giving answer as one above my head. Okay, I'll see. So now create ample opportunities for the learner to use language in different contexts. Yes, I have to create. See, you need to understand one thing. As a teacher, as a human, how you have to treat others is the most important thing. See, when it is most needed, you have to create multi-diverse task. Understand or not? So here you have to diversify the act. You need to understand that if you're a teacher, means you have to bring everything which is in the good context for the student, and the person should be understanding. The most important thing is you have to let the person understand. You can't let the person understand by beating, by using your hard word, because when you are using hard word, you are separating yourself with that person. Because as a teacher, if we will scold a person, hey, you don't know, you are this, you are that, 100% that person will not be able to communicate. If a student starts saying again and again sorry, means that student is not near to you, that student already went very far. You need to understand that the student is not at all, because the student is having fear from you. Because of your language, your way of communication, the student will never come near to you. Means every time if the student is telling sorry ma'am, sorry sir, sorry ma'am, sorry sir, means the person is not at all in good terms with you, the person has already went away from you. When that person is feeling free talking to you and sharing with you everything, means that person is in a good contest with you. So first you have to win the heart of the student by being present with the student every time. So what can be the most important option here? Create ample opportunities for the learner to use language in different contexts. So if always you will say that, hey, I am there, you don't worry, I am there, you are there, I am with you, I am with you, I am with you. If you will use this word, means the person will feel that the person is not alone, always you are with that person. And 100% the student will feel that one teacher is there, that person will be definitely with me if I will be falling somewhere. Got it? So now a student of class 2 find it difficult to read his textbook lesson. He is suffering from, see, basically we were not reading. So we were very bad readers. So whenever we were bad readers, nowadays people will give us some language like dyscalculia, dyslexia, dysgraphia, dysphasia, dysgraphia. These type of word people are using for those people who can't speak. Correct now? But definitely it is exactly scientific problems people are associating with. Understood? Scientific problem people are associating means nowadays if you are unable to read means you are suffering from dyslexia. Le, I am not reading, I am watching mobile full time, I am not reaching, and the teacher is telling the student is suffering from dyslexia. Student itself is understanding, oh wait, I did not open my book when I am getting suffering from dyslexia. Correct na? For that you have to open book. See, regular practice, regular inter what you call regular giving time with the subject will definitely increase your efficiency in that subject. But what to do? Scientific terms are there. So if any person is having problem in speaking or reading time, so if person is stammering at the time of reading, uh, you told put, the person will say one time put, another time the person will say pot, another time the person will say pit. Definitely different words are phrasing with different context, means the person is not steady with the content. So put is put for you always, but that person will not spell it always correct. So 100 times that person will be speaking, 100 times the pronunciation will be different. It's not like difficulty in this is difficulty in speaking. Understood? So it's dyslexia. So now Suhail, a student of class 1, can speak and read out his lesson very fluently. But when it comes to writing, he is unable to write even small sentence. He is suffering from. So I am a very good learner. I'm a very good speaker. But if at the time of writing, means I am doing multiple mistakes, that means what I am suffering from. I'm suffering from only one thing. I did not study properly. This is what I feel. Okay, I don't know. Let's see. Come on, you say. I already taught if a person is suffering from that disease, what type of disease that person is suffering from. Uh, Dysgraphia, absolute. The person is suffering from dysgraphia. Dysgraphia means here is ki when you will not be able to write out. Understood? So every time what you are exactly using, English you are using and English you are writing every time. One time you are writing APPLE, apple. Very good. The teacher is very happy. She gave you 20 out of 20. My person has written everything absolutely correct. Second time you are writing the letter and that time you are writing APLE, 1PU8. After that, every time apple word, one word you are going to, one letter you are going to eat. So 100% when you are eating means apple is vanished. So this is the problem in writing. Got it? So this is called as dysgraphia. Dysgraphia means when you will have the disorder of writing properly. Okay. So which one of the following is not a principle of helping people with learning difficulties? Not a principle. Principle is something which is a part, not a principle. Tactful teaching preparation, devise various learning situations, design meaningful learning situations, provide teacher offering tuition at home. Tactful, here one thing is going to be definitely opposing. All the school, all the curriculums, all the things are exactly going, all the things are going oppose of this. Can you tell me what is exactly the situation is called as? Tactful. You have to take X rather than taking V. That method will not be working. So now look here. One student is having exam tomorrow. He is stuck in questions. So I just helped him. That's it. So now look here. So now tactful teaching preparation, devise various learning situation, design meaningful learning situation, provide teachers offering tuition. 100% school will not allow you to take tuition in home. Understood? So if you are a school teacher, means you can't teach in home because that will become monopoly. That's not good. So they are telling like that. But so now look here. If a child is hyperactive, impulsive, and lacks general coordination, me. I'm hyperactive, I'm impulsive, I lack general coordination. He or she is considered as a child with hearing problem, visual and physical problem, learning disability. What I am suffering from? Ruchi, just kidding. Tell me what I am suffering from. I'm hyperactive. I can't be suffering. Hyperactive means what? See, people use this word hyperactive. Hyperactive children, impulsive, very good. Lack general coordination. I'm not lacking general coordination. These two quality I'm having very big qualities. Hyperactive. Impulsive, I'm very impulsive. 2 minutes means I will cry. But what is that? Answer is 4. Learning disability. Yes, the person will be suffering from learning disability because hearing problem is not. Hyperactive children do not have hearing problem. They are very good in hearing. Hyperactive children will listen to you one thing and do their what they want. Okay. Visual problem means they can't be hyperactive. Okay. Physical problem means they can't be hyperactive. If I'm having problem in my leg or if I'm having problem in my hand means I'll definitely sit in one place silently. So this will be a type of learning disability. Means they will not be able to sit in one place. One time you will see that person is there, after that there. So you will be seeing that after every 5 minutes the person will change their location. That's called as hyperactive children. Okay. A child is very friendly and takes active part in group work. Okay, but his parents always complain to the teacher about him not writing properly and misplacing the words, not getting good score in written exams. Yeah, that's a very common what you call complaint given by parents. They always say that ki, my child has not done this work, not done that work, this is missing, that is missing. Most of the time they will be talking like this only. Understood or not? So that time what is the problem, please? The teacher can support the student by how can I support if the parent is telling my son is very good in speaking, in group activities he is doing good, but individual he is not getting good score. That time what should I do? Praising his social interactions. Oh, I'll tell the student you are very good in group, so you do stay in group, don't come individual. Explaining to the child parents that he is suffering from dysgraphia. Oh, that means I should say the parent, your child is not good, he is suffering from dysgraphia disease. Identifying the area of deficit with the child and say motivational words. So you should be finding that where the child is having problem, you should say some motivational words and then it will work, or all the above. What you are going to do as a teacher? What should be your role? As a teacher, what should be your role? What work you are going to do? Praising his social interactions. Yeah, if a student is very good, just understand, as a teacher, your parent are telling and coming and telling that my son in a group in science project has done so good, in English literature in a group he has got score good score. Then as a teacher what you will say? Hey, don't stay in group because in group your efficiency is not coming. No, as a teacher will not be able to do that. We should not be doing that. We should say that we should say the child that, hey, you are very good in group. Now, can you come out of group and show your intellectual habit? That's one thing with which we can praise a child. We can say you are good in group means you can stay alone and so on do the work. Means in a group if you can do, alone also you can do. That's a type of motivation. So praising his social interaction is not bad. It's not bad at all. If you are praising a person that you are a very good speaker in group, that's not bad actually. That's good only because everyone is having their own way of interaction. Understood? Explaining to the child parent that yes, you have to see the child parent that the person is suffering from dysgraphia, writing problem, misusing the spellings, forgetting the spelling, write ABD. So somebody will write PART, part, but next time the student is writing PRAT, prat. So part and prat are two different things, understood? So you have to speak to the parents truth. Hey, your son is or daughter is suffering from dysgraphia because spelling problems are coming. Now again, you have to have a very keen watch. You have to keep a watch in your student. See, it's not like you are exactly commanding a student. You are watching a student every activity so that you can have a what you call good result, understood? So you can watch that person nicely and then you can give your output. Hey, this is the problems you are having. So identify the area of deficit child and say motivational words. So I believe all the three is going to be the correct answer here. Option 4 is going to be the correct option. Here you have to stand. Yes, here you have to stand for everything. Okay, good evening, Marvin. So you have to stand with everything. Here you have to stand with the child, right? Is it okay for everybody where you can be able to speak up and you can be able to take out the things so that it will be exactly very, very helpful. I hope you might have understood. Is it okay? Is it okay? Shall we go for the next? Which of the following is a value associated with an inclusive classroom? Come on, go for it. Inclusive classroom. Inclusive classroom means what? Which of the following is a value associated with inclusive classroom? Value associated means what here? Can you say me what is the meaning of value associated with an inclusive classroom? Hmm? Value associated. Which of the following is a value associated with an inclusive classroom? Inclusive classroom means what? Creativity, envy, sympathy, or collaboration. Which one is going to be a value? Inclusive classroom where the students are there and you don't have any interaction with the outer part. There a very what you call a set of few students are there and these students are exactly present with you and they are coordinating with you. They are exactly discussing things with you, so that becomes a very inclusive classroom. Okay, which of the following is a value associated? Option A, creativity. Creativity, value associated with an inclusive value is not creativity. You need to understand here. If somebody will tell you creativity is value, no, creativity is a type of skill. It's not value. Creativity is a skill. I am very creative. Creative means I'm creative in what? I can be creative in art. I can be creative in culture, different type of things. So envy is not good. So here option is 4. Yes, absolutely. The correct answer is collaboration. So when you make a team, a very good team with those people whom you can be able to interact with, then 100% your interaction skill will definitely help to go to a second level. I hope you might have understood. So when we are interacting with people, our interaction skill will change the things. So collaboration is one of the things, specifically in an inclusive classroom where you're not out of the contest, you are present inside. So that's the most important thing. Okay. After reading a poem, a teacher involves the learner in group work. One group writes the theme of the poem, another draws a picture to depict the central idea of the poem, and another writes the summary of the poem. Understood? So one by one, everybody is exactly, the teacher has nicely made all the people involved in different type of activities. Okay, some have involved in one work, some have involved in other. So it is for what? Why the teacher has exactly involved all the people in different work? It helps the learner to prepare for assessment, create, cater to diverse abilities and interest of learner. Is a sheer waste of time. He is meant only for brilliant learner. So definitely B, C and D is going to be definitely a very problematic contest. It should not be going to that level. Hmm? Yes. 100%. No, it is going to, because you need to understand that it helps the learner to prepare for assessment. Assessment is when you are that much level enough to understand the thing, caters to diverse abilities. Yes, see, if one poem is over, now based on that poem, see, if Johnny Johnny yes papa eating sugar no papa, so that you cannot write Johnny 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 poem, understood? So definitely there should be one word given to that poem. Hmm? Still now in that poem book it is written Johnny Johnny, so that should not be there, because one name should be given, understood? So that name, yeah, definitely. One name should be given. So the teacher find that the poem name is not apt. Okay. So if Johnny Johnny Yes Papa is written and Johnny Johnny is written in the index, then definitely the student will say, "Hey, Johnny Johnny poem I am going to see. Johnny Johnny poem I am going to see." But definitely the teacher find that the poem is not apt enough. So what you have to do? You have to exactly change that heading. So the teacher told her, fine, the poem is not so that. So you need to write the poem in your own words, because everybody is having their own self-thought. So if a poem, a teacher is depicting in her own word, own vocab, so definitely you can have your own ideas, which like it will be different. So everyone is having their own self ideas, own self thought. Got it? So that person is having their own self thought. So once the self thought is exactly catching up the team, so definitely one group is there and they can have the depiction in a different way. That's also different thing. So here is a sheer waste of time? No, it's not a waste of time. It means only for brilliant learners? No. Why? Because I am not brilliant in English, but I can make a what you call Johnny Johnny yes papa. So I'm just going to write that Johnny's wish. Got it? Hmm? John is eating habit. So I can make that type of heading. That depends upon me. And if whatever I'm heading I'm keeping in my poem, in my word, that will become the name. So no one can stop me. I hope you might have understood, because that's my poem, my right, my way of presentation. So if the poem, the person who wrote Johnny Johnny can give Johnny Johnny as name, so I can give my poem my name. So 100%, it's not brilliant. It's not like brilliant learner can only do. Never. Learning is not anyone's property. Learning can be everyone's property. Understood? And no one is born weak. That's what, if it like be there that it should be heredity going from one generation to another, then Einstein children might be only Einstein. Nobody had the right to become Einstein. Everyone can flourish, everyone can do it. It totally depends upon your wish. If you wish, you can go to moon also. So nothing is impossible. Understood? So according to NCF 2005, at the initial stage of language learning may be one of the language for learning activities that creates the child awareness of world is English, vernacular language, foreign language on Hindi. This is definitely, I'm not going to say any comment on it. You people are going to speak. According to NCF, at the initial stage of language learning may be one of the language for learning activity that creates the child awareness of the world, and that is English by default. You know what? When you are going to any primary section or anywhere, they will give you one notebook and they will write A, and they will tell you put A. Understood? So most of the time you are learning A, B, C, D. So English is that language first, because they know that English is the most communicating language. Sorry, communicable I used to say. I was about to say communicable. It's not communicable. It's communication. So the communication, the bridge is exactly made with English only. So the NCF also says that you find there should be one common link language which should be present everywhere, so that you can be able to interact with everywhere. Yes, so English is going to be the best answer here. Now children who are differently able join a new school, teacher give different reactions. Which one reflects the concept of inclusive education? That's a very good question and you must be answering this properly. Okay. Good, it will provide a good opportunity for the children to learn to help each other, and by supportive, such children should go to special school where they where will learn better. Oh, how can I teach children who cannot even read? I am worried that my class may not accept these children, and some of the mischievous children may even harm the poor kid. Wow, these two thoughts should never come in the mind of a teacher. If a teacher first these two thoughts are there, means she should first stop teaching. Understood? If you have pity on any student, don't teach. Yes, Marvin, I can say that. Definitely, if you have pity on any student, or if you think like you are thinking negative about a student, who gave you the right to think negative about a student? No one. This is not the place. A student, I have seen many times, these many years of teaching experience, I have seen one thing, the one who is very slow in last first phase, now they will come up like anything. So you cannot judge a person like today that person is weak, today that person is not able to do, that does not mean that the person will never be able to do. You should always have a hope that the person can do it. Got it? So this, I am worried that my class may not accept, this is wrong. Oh, how can I teach? No, such children should go to special school. Why the children should be going to, today they are weak means it is your opportunity. You use that opportunity and give them wings to fly. Understood or not? So your positive attitude can can change anything. Understood? So you should have a positive approach. Good, it will provide a good opportunity for the children to learn to help each other and be supportive, and that's called as that classroom where everyone is supportive to each other. So this session I'm going to stop because I'm having class with class 11th now. I'm having maths class. After this, I think how many questions are left? I'm going to come up tomorrow, Ruchi, with 25 questions are there in my hand. Remaining one more topic of English and another content I'm going to start with. I hope you might have understood, Ruchi. How was the class? Was it okay? Mosquito was very nice. I was dancing like anything full time. Mosquito is searching me and biting me full time. Yeah, thank you so much. So definitely, apart from mosquitoes and problems, the class I feel was good. Fine. Yes. So definitely they were killing me today. Not killing. My, I think they took some bottles of blood from me. Bye everyone. I'm going to start class. Send all questions in group. Once the question session will be over, I'm going to send the questions in the group with explanation. See, don't give this. I can't accept all those things. You say I'm very good in teaching means that's a very good thing. I am going to accept that. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much. Fine, 100%. I'll be providing. Yeah, fine. If you talk about my teaching, miss, bye bye. Yeah, I'm going to start now only. Switch on fan. Huh? Mosquitoes are killing me.